Generations is one of the best Sonic games, and you still don't even know half of its secrets. Unlockables, gameplay tricks like playing with classic Sonic in 3D, and even story changes that Sega doesn't want you to know about. Number 1. Instead of outrunning the cityscape truck, you can simply make it disappear, and it makes the level so easy it's actually unfair. It's not even hard to do this. During modern Sonic's Cityscape's famous truck chase, there's a way to make the gun truck completely disappear. After Sonic goes off the ramp, stop and hold drift while pushing right on the stick. Drift along the left side of the street until it turns. If it works, the camera will glitch out and the truck will phase through the ground entirely. You play the chase in complete peace. No massive vehicle trying to murder you. It's almost relaxing, honestly. This glitch happens because Sonic is way faster when drifting, and it confuses the game in a way that breaks the sequence. Number 2. This one's fascinating if you've only played the original generations. When the 2024 Remaster came around, people noticed that many of the dialogues changed for no reason. The writers mostly added references to other games in the franchise, but some changes were very strange. In the original game, after finishing Green Hill Zone as Modern Sonic, he mentions the area seems familiar, and Tails responds, "Not to me." Makes sense, right? Tails wasn't in Sonic 1. So he'd have no memory of Green Hill, but in Sonic X Shadow Generations, this cutscene was completely re-recorded. Now both Sonic and Tails recognize the area and mention South Island. Even the conversation between classic Tails and modern Tails in the end got rewritten. Originally they joked about where Sonic keeps all his rings.
He collects how many? Wow, where does somebody put all those gold rings? You know what? I don't know. I keep forgetting to ask.
Now they discuss whether the timeline will be restored when they get home.
So, I have a question for you. Once we're home, you think the timeline will be restored? Yep. Just don't think about it too hard.
Which is not as jokey. Here's the funniest change though. In the original, Knuckles asked classic Sonic if he'd gained weight, making him rub his belly insecurely. The remaster changed the dialogue to Knuckles asking about if Sonic knew where Angel Island was, but they kept the original animation. So now it looks like classic Sonic ate Angel Island, and is indicating that it's inside his stomach. Number 3. Speed Highway is a goldmine of hidden details if you slow down long enough to notice them. The street signs reference characters like E123 Omega, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Blaze the Cat as if they are highway exits. There's a giant green neon sign for Club Vector and a road sign pointing to Vector Avenue, literally putting Vector the Crocodile's name up in lights. But my favorite detail is the Chow in Space billboards. You find posters for a movie called Chow in Space, The Search for Tikal, listed as a film by Sonic the Hedgehog. The credits include various Sonic characters as stars. But here's the catch, the names are hilariously misspelled. Amy Rose becomes Amy Rose, Shadow becomes Shadow the Hedgehog, Omega becomes Onga. Also, even in white space, behind cream and cheese, there's a poster for Chow in Space 4. Yeah, the Chow movie franchise keeps growing in the background. Number 4. Speedrunners discovered a gameplay technique called M-Speed and D-Speed that let you reach absurd velocities. If you learn them, you'll be able to do it consistently, and the way you play will change forever. M-Speed works in 3D sections. You gently nudge the control stick just enough to start moving, build up speed, then catch air while holding that exact position. The threshold is precise. Too much or too little force won't trigger it. D-Speed is the 2D version, same principle but tilted differently based on camera angle. There's even Air D-Speed, where you hold the stick up and slightly right, then jump and air boost. Master these techniques and you'll be flying through levels faster than the game intended, often causing parts of stages to not even load in time. It takes patience, but everyone will be impressed by it. Number 5. This game has many homages to Sonic Adventure in particular. Perfect Chaos looks completely different in Generations compared to Adventure. In the original, he was made entirely of water. In Generations, he has scaly reptilian skin. But there's a reason. According to Takashi Iizuka, this is actually how they originally envisioned Perfect Chaos back in 1998. The Dreamcast simply couldn't render a detailed liquid monster with scales, so they made him pure water as a workaround. Generations finally shows us the true Perfect Chaos design they always wanted, over a decade later. Also, when modern Sonic finishes his freestyle tricks in the levels, his landing pose directly references the iconic cover art from the original Adventure. It's a small touch, but incredibly satisfying for fans who recognize it. The 2024 re-release also added the Adventure Sonic model and the Saturn Sonic model as skins. And in Interiors, the original design for Shadow is available as well. These are all tributes to that nostalgic early 3D era of the franchise. Number 6. Here's a secret unlock that changes Classic Sonic's gameplay entirely. You can actually give him the homing attack. To unlock it, you need to collect all 5 Red Star rings in Planet Wisp Act 1. This rewards you with a skill called homing attack that you can equip to Classic Sonic. Once activated, he can target and dash at enemies in midair, just like modern Sonic does. It's essentially retrofitting a modern ability into classic gameplay. This also ties into the ending cutscene, where modern Sonic appears to be teaching classic Sonic the move. So technically, you're making that moment pay off by unlocking it yourself. Number 7. The music in City Escape hides secrets that only attentive ears will catch. In Act 1's classic version, that auto-tuned section everyone loves is actually from Endless Mine, an obscure multiplayer stage from Sonic 3. Most players have never even heard the original track, but the composer snuck it in there anyway. Meanwhile, Act 2's remix weaves in guitar riffs from It Doesn't Matter, Sonic's character theme from Sonic Adventure 2. The Cityscape song even includes an unused melody from the demo version of the original track. These musical Easter eggs are the kind of thing you'd only notice if you knew the originals, rewarding longtime fans with blasts of pure nostalgia. Number 8. Now here's a wild glitch for experimenters. Players discovered a way to make classic Sonic play in full 3D, as if he was modern Sonic. In Rooftop Run Act 1, equip the Thunder Shield skill and find the spring that launches Sonic near a swinging axe. Jump off about half a second into the air, then fall back down. If done correctly, the camera breaks and you can control classic Sonic with the camera positioned behind him, like a 3D game. Restart from a checkpoint and the controls will go completely wonky, but for a while you get to experience what if Classic Sonic had 3D gameplay. A similar glitch happens in Speed Highway Act 1, if Classic Sonic goes too fast before the moving platform section. The camera flips into strange angles, sometimes showing him from the front in full 3D perspective. It's still possible to beat the level this way if you're stubborn enough. Number 9. Cityscape is one of the most beloved Sonic stages ever made, so it's fitting that it's absolutely stuffed with Easter eggs. But here's one most players run right past. In the classic version of Cityscape, look closely at the walls and you spot missing person posters for Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel. The posters literally say they've been missing since 1993, referencing the year these characters debuted in Sega Sonic the Hedgehog for arcades, then vanished from the series for decades. But that's not all. There are also wanted posters featuring Fang the Sniper, Bean the Dynamite, and Bark the Polar Bear, the fighting game trio from Sonic the Fighters. The wanted status works on 2 levels. They are criminals in the Sonic universe, but fans have also been wanting them back in games for years. Sega knew exactly what they were doing with this one, and good thing they finally brought back all these characters in recent games. Number 10. Saving the best for last. Generations lets you play as Super Sonic outside of the final boss, but it's a bit hidden. After beating the game, you unlock the Super Sonic skill from the skill shop. It costs 100 points, your entire skill set budget, but once equipped, Both classic and modern Sonic can transform during any stage when you have 50 or more rings, just like the classic games. Revisiting stages with invisibility and boosted speed feels like a victory lap, a secret reward for finishing the story. If you've never experienced Crazy City with Super Sonic, that alone is reason to boot up Generations again. One of the best Generations levels is the remake of Seaside Hill from Sonic Heroes, and let me tell you, that game has even more secrets and details nobody talks about. Click the video appearing on screen right now to discover 10 hidden secrets in Sonic Heroes that will get you playing again.